Kunkka, who surely wants to be punishing that T in the mid lane, and again, just kind of matching up as to what Bane's up to. But Ramses ends up here. We have a Lifestealer and a TA. We have a Central Warrunner to carry him. It's a pretty nice synergistic draft here from by VP.
Yeah, it looks really good. Really, really good. Laning phase is the only thing that maybe I worry about with, Kunkka being such a good roaming hero, but I guess Bane can maybe negate a lot of that. Find out what exactly they do. Teamfight wise, skirmish
Can have
wise.
some hype Bane saves too. Nightmares on the
10
boats.
seconds remaining.
Like you nightmare your Phoenix and then he supernovas, so he's just like, invulnerable pretty much for a good 10 seconds. Good luck killing him. What do you do? Got lots of haste ability. Well, with traps and stampede, the dive, PD if they find themselves in fight. They don't have good ways to disengage. They're very good at going in, but not very good at going out again. They don't have the kind of guerrilla tactics heroes that we're so fond of seeing. They're very committal.
On the other hand, though, they are picking a Lifestealer into an Ursa on the side of VP, so Protota's a little bit like, okay, I mean, that's not too bad. We have a good matchup there. Who's going to hold that Lifestealer down, though? That is a real question. The consecutive stuns onto a hero like Lifestealer are not that handy for an Ursa game. There's no lasso. There's basically, like, you hope he gets torrented, and then, like, golemed.
Well, that's the thing. You hope that you land a hook shot and cog him in and ignore him while he hits Clockwork, who has a Blade Mail, then you focus on everyone else. I feel like that's the way fights kind of have to go. Or you cog him in and Ursa blinks into the cogs to try and finish off Lifestealer, but then you've got like Phoenix with his Fiery Spirits, you've got Bane with the lockdown. A little bit awkward. So I think PD have to really play around, smokes, the level 6 of Warlock, trying to, hard push into towers, and I just feel that they have to commit every time they want to go and do something. They can't be, going around half-assed, indecisive movement. If they want to go for Roshan, they have to go in for Roshan. They got some split push abilities with Yay. Lifestealer Bomb with Centaur is also a good option up against SF and Warlock. Actually, what kind of builds did you see from SF yesterday? Was it Dragonlance BKB kind of thing again?
Dude, we had a 17-minute butterfly. It was pretty hype.
Oh, wow.
It was Annihilate. Yeah, it was.
Dragonlance
He was
Butterfly?
pretty farmed. I think he finished Dragonlance first, yeah.
Okay.
He just went right into it, but
Well,
I mean,
mid
that
one
was a
build.
little bit of a special case. Yeah, he was pretty farmed. Other than that, it was just like Hurricane Pikes and stuff. KBs, of course, whatever was necessary. Shadow Blade too. It was mostly like just Shadow Blade, Hurricane Pike, BKB. Pretty decent Hurricane Pike game. Speaking of Hurricane Pikes and therefore Force Staffs, obviously going to be quite important for VP this game, but TA, Hurricane Pike hero, Center Warrunner buys Force Staff, Bane, pretty happy getting a Force Staff, honestly. So they have quite a few options up against the Clockwork.
We paused.
Yes, this is rather odd. This is taking
Lifestealer,
me
yeah, Ramses has paused.
a very long time. Trickery pause. You don't even realize how long this pause has been going at this point. Maybe he's really embarrassed about his compendium level and he's just buying a bunch before their towers are spawned.
Things being said in the Discord.
Hello.
Saying hello to.
I don't know. The teams. Hello.
Oh, I just heard. I heard
Hello?
a squeak in the background. I thought the door opened and your wife had come in or something. Bringing you
She's
cookies.
a real person that goes to these things called a job.
Oh.
That is, yes, not in your basement. Actually, it's weird.
Oh.
Yes, she does things that benefit the world while I talk about video games.
Wait, do you have to go outside for that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think she does. It's a very scary place.
Not a fan.
I packed her lunch though, so I mean, she'll be okay. Get there.
Dairyly Lunchables.
I made a beautiful salad, I'll have you know.
Oh yeah, what was in it?
I was up at 6 a.m. making this gorgeous spinach, peppers, mushroom, tomatoes.
Yeah.
What else was in it? Everything was in it.
Damn.
Cucumber. Very nice salad.
Domestic god. Trent packs right
Straight,
here.
all day, every day.
Wow.
Wait, maybe I'll do the laundry later. Watch out!
What about the dishes?
Dude, those are so far done. Never let the sun set on dishes.
Ben and
There
I
you
are
go.
very bad with dishes.
You guys are not a good domestic couple.
We are not good. We don't talk to each other. We lock ourselves in our rooms. We don't do the dishes. Oh dear. Right. ProDota against Virtus.pro. Game number 1 of this best of 3 for the Mr. Cat EU Invitational. And look what we have. Shadow Fiend collecting souls from Cogs, but he's missed one. He has Gloves of Haste. He's not bought the Gloves of Haste. He's being pinged by his clockwork. What are you doing? Collect the souls, you bloody Shadow Fiend. Come on.
Yeah, they're like trying to organize.
2 and 3. There we go. That's a bit better. Come on. You can get this done. Get this done, PD. I believe in you. It's a difficult task.
Right. They do a sneak award in here from Kunkka. Unspotted. The smoke did not pop. Now Pasha not holding a ward or anything like that, so they don't really have to worry about what he's doing. He's just stomping, dancing.
Yeah, VP are one of these teams that love using their taunts, and they love using the crash and burn and the crybaby and things like that, so I expect to see this kind of nonsense and shenanigans come out from them. More souls for Kaiser, but it's time to move to your bounty rune, lads. 11 souls. We've seen some get 13, 15. I don't think we'll get 18, but look at this. This is the place to be. You know the SF's collecting souls. You know he's killing Cogs.
This is like so common at this point.
Yeah.
It happened last night too, and I was just like, yeah, they're gonna do this thing the second the game starts. Man, if you fall for this though, Clock always gets this. Oh, GG.
This is like the 4th time I've seen this. Good luck is called. Kaiser though is dead. The luck will take no account for VP's aggression. Souls are lost from 11 to 7. Down he goes. Shadow Fiend, the first blood of the game, 1-0. Virtus.pro off to a great start already, and they wander off to their lanes. And not only that, they get themselves bounty runes, and there's a 3rd one waiting for them, for the life stealer.
Go for my master.
Man, you gotta know that's code at this point, honestly. Like every game, this happens with Shadow Fiend Clockwork, but
13 denies.
Off guard.
13 denies, and half of them are meaningless.
Yeah. And they work so hard on that.
Well, dual lanes mid, no surprises there. TA off to single deny. Kaiser is being left alone though. Good torrent comes out to stop the Bane from harassing so heavily, and it's a brain sap level 1 from Solo, not the Enfeeble. I was kind of hoping to see. Maybe not expecting, but definitely hoping. Good denies coming out from no one. Of course, now denies being even more important, getting experience from them. The old pseudo denies not as strong anymore. We used to.
Yeah, I'm fully agreeing with you in terms of like because of these denies and everything. That's why I thought the Enfeeble was gonna come, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like you just killed the guy. It took half of the effort this whole Clockwork pick is essentially for. No, I mean he's still a good hero, but a lot of his value does come from that. And he just Enfeeble. Like what would he even do? Be destroyed in this lane.
Yeah, he would get literally 0 last hits. He'd probably have to go for razors, but look at Solo wailing into Kaiser there with his right clicks, and the torrent from Milan. Dodged out by the Bane. Good body blocks, making Solo take a bit more damage than expected, but...
Ow. That was a little painful. Oh, other lanes don't look very exciting anyway. This is obviously one of the most of the impacts of the other game as well. Kaiser, he's trying to trade with the Bane. He wins.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn. That was close.
Wow.
It was very close.
Wasn't expecting that. Double razors, level 2 razors up. Kaiser has to make the long wander back to Fountain, but... Kill. A good old kill. In the meantime, 3-3 at the bottom lane, last hitting decently, getting some levels as well. Ramsey's unable to zone him solo, as Lil mainly stacking and pulling, trying to control this lane equilibrium to drag it away from that Clockwork. Kaiser, this is the walk of shame of the mid lane. Like
no shrines, you know,
like
no one to bail you out. This is old school. This is the punishing mid.
Well, no, this is the thing, right? For offlaners, they used to have to do this all the time. Then they got the shrines, and it was like, oh, cool, I can shrine. Then I have to go back to the old way, and it's like, okay, whatever. I can just, you know, revert back to what I used to do. Back to base, maybe buy some salves. But for the mid laners, they used to, you know, bottle crowing, but bottle crowing's being nerfed. Then they got a shrine, and the shrine gets nerfed. They get these things given to them and then taken away from them. The only thing that mid laners have been given now is an extra melee creep, and the bottle got reduced by 10 gold. Like, honestly.
Mid players, honestly. The divas of Dota.
Yeah,
top lane, Pasha gets a little bit of a slow thrown onto him here, but not gonna matter.
It's
totally fine.
It's mid lane where everything's still kicking off. Kunkka against
really
Bane,
is.
SF against TA. 3-3's Clockwork is playing relatively aggressively here, but he's got no mana remaining and maybe gone on by Ramses. Lifestealer just wanders up and starts hitting creeps again as Solo. Torrent will connect this time, but the Nightmare landed onto Kaiser, who's going to drop here to no one's TA. And Milan, to turn around, going to have enough mana for an X-Torrent or anything like that. So a kill on the Shadow Fiend yet again as PD using heroes that are very important during this laning phase.
Yeah, and the hero with the unbuffed denies Templar Assassin. You know, the Shadow Fiend 15. Don't believe that. That's fake news right there. But no ones are all legit. So a very nice time in the mid lane here, as we expected with a Bane, one of the best heroes to help you out in these situations. Hasha getting forced. The trees and Garter can't even chase though. He wanted to get him up there, but he's Tranquils now, so he'll just kind of lurk around there.
Pasha's holding on to 2 points as well.
Yeah, probably hoping he can go for a kill.
2 points in double edge. Fair enough. But yeah, TA level 5, Shadow Fiend level call it level 4. Basically level 4. Wait, how do I see the
hold
experience? I held alt. 4 experience.
Bad man.
Time to go jungle. Goodbye, lads.
Yeah.
Kunkka take mid, thank you. I'm sodding off back to the jungle.
Does that vertical stacking still work with Kunkka?
No, I don't believe it does.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. It got fixed, right?
Yeah, because you could get like 26 stacks or something ridiculous, right?
Can you imagine if that was back with this patch? Man, that would be a time to be Kunkka.
You could also do it with Invoker's Tornado as well. That was a bit more different. A bit more difficult. Well, back into game we go. Ramses, a jolly old time on bot lane. Garter's also is doing decently top as well. You know, the both safe laners are getting a lot of farm, and phase boots up for Garter now means more of a threat to their Centaur.
I think how this game starts to go. I suppose Roche obviously a little bit quicker for the Dire side, but if they miss that window, then the control from the Radiant will be quite hefty. Once there's levels on the Phoenix, once there's a Deso on the TA, general handiness of Stampede too. Pasha should be okay here. Phase boost now on CD, so.
Grinds up for Kaiser.
And they're thinking about going on 3-3 bottom. Bring down the Bane.
Hiding away in the trees though. Oh, he's spotted now. They've seen him. Tango eaten. Cogs are popped, and now he's got no escape ability with the Nightmare there being cancelled out by the Fiery Spirits. 3-3 is taking a lot of damage from the dive forward as well, and Ramses slows things down with an open wounds to get the kill. Milan's attempted a torrent save. Good try, but never going to be enough really. And mid lane, no one is just smashing this. 40 CS, 5.5 minutes in. Nearly 20 denies.
Pasha top.
Oh, what's he doing? Looking for J4. There's a stomp. Points in double edge. Oh, not enough. Shadow Words there to heal J4. Just enough. Draw that. A tickles from Centaur. Annoy him too much. This is where things get scary because TA is level 6. Pre 6 minutes. Has the traps ready. Shadow Fiend is very susceptible, especially without boots. Trent, without boots, Kaiser's just going to go run at.
Look at Bane too. Oh, time to start this one up. Dire though, they have a ward here, and they see this. They're like, uh-oh, it's beginning. It might be time to get some early wards plopped into these ancients. Stop these stacks from happening.
Like, how annoying is that when your opponent gets so many denies that they get level 6 at like 5.5 minutes from the mid lane? Milan, oh, the DD rune from no one dodges the torrent perfectly as well. Easy peasy for all the TA. What was that dive? Lil? And Lil's just diving for bounty runes.
Gotta get bounties, man.
Gotta get-
Efficiency.
Gotta get them quick as well, apparently. Straight on in there. Looks like Garter is going to go into his Vlad's before heading into a Blink Dagger or anything like that. Extra bit of stats. But a regen is nice. I fear for Kaiser. You know, Kunkka's had to roam around trying to control bot and mid lane. He's not been able to stack too much. He's got one stack going over to the right of the mid lane. Actually, 2 stacks there. So, who's stacking here as well? Warlock's got some stacks. PD have been doing a decent job building up a little economy there for the SF to get back into the game. TA slowed down by Milan, but the Nightmare in from Solo means that Lil jumps forward with a dive and the Fiery Spirits. The Sunray comes through as well, and Kaiser, oh, he's dropping to the supports. Milan and J4 will chase down Lil. A couple more hits will come through, but in comes no one with the trap. Milan, torrent up, won't land, and
Nice
Lil
dodge.
dodges out from Kunkka. Milan, trap is needed, 2 seconds, but the salve pops. VP won't commit for any more. Side blade did splash back onto the jungle camps. Now, this is something that PD definitely have to be afraid of, is the temptation of no one's TA to go and steal these stacks.
Yeah, this ward spotting it too.
What do you mean this
Saw
ward?
that.
You mean this dire creep now as well?
Well, yeah, no, this Radiant ward saw those creeps come down too. So they're like, oh, hey guys, there's a giant stack there. I mean, that could be a play. Oh, they missed this stack here, sadly. Still unable to get another one of Ancients going.
Shadow Fiend clears up some nice large creeps. Kaiser trying to build into Tread still. We're going to see him spam clarities, honestly, so he can farm jungle camps a little faster. But they're leaving these lanes kind of open. 3-3 has his Tranquil Boots. We're looking at level-wise, though. Level 6 is up on him. He's not made a rotation just yet. EA is level 8. Everything's level 7, so it's not looking all doom and gloom for them, but it's heroes like this Phoenix who have been stacking and pulling, you know, closing on level 6, nearly has a supernova, and that's when these team fights really do start to become incredibly strong for PD.
Yeah, I'm not sure about ProDota's rotation game either. They're gonna rush the Vlad's first here onto Garter, so no immediate blink or anything. We've seen that a little bit lately from Ursa's, but he theoretically could this game, just rushing into it along with the clockwork and using that mobility, but they're not seeing that chance, probably just because, you know, the Shadow Fiend's so far behind. He's not going to be joining anytime soon with a Shadow Blade or something like that. And how can they get Roche? I don't know. So it's going to be a tough one.
It is.
Like, yeah, a little, as you said, he's 6. Like, this guy's not supposed to be 6 yet.
No.
There's no tomes out yet.
No. What's he doing? How is he level 6? So
8
good.
denies.
So good at this game.
30%.
Very, very skilled. Skilled players. Everyone in this game is skilled. EA trap into the pits. Scout for that Ursa smoke move. Ursa basically has his Vlad's done. A couple hundred gold until the Molded Mask comes out. But TA, look at this. No one just clears an ancient stack. And he's going to have his Deso by like 11 minutes or something insane.
Gonna settle for a Kunkka here. This is a nice little combo though. Nightmare, stomp, and a double edge.
Stampede sets up. Everything goes as you say. Damage output, not quite enough though. And with a hookshot coming in, 3-3 catches Solo's Bane. They need to kill off one of these cogs for the torrent. That's the combo we're looking for. Trapped in and sent up into the air with a full rotation in. PD even TP Garters Ursa forward. Maybe expecting a little bit more of a commitment there from VP. They kill off Solo. It's a nice swing there, like 400 plus gold. A lot of it going over to 3-3's Clockwork, so that's going to be a nice amount of money for him.
Yeah, they like were set up, and TA was here, and TA just like goes back this way to start farming and pushing up towards top. I wonder if they thought TA was going to come mid, and that was the plan, and then they just wanted to go anyway because I mean, he's kind of beefy. Near the tower, he might have gotten a little bit of armor near the end there, but all that really matters is he has stick. Dude, the sticks and wand values, though, have been unreal. Like, casting yesterday and last night, it's just kinds of sticks, man. So much fighting happening early on in the game again. So many rotations looking for stacks. So many heroes all alone looking for these efficiencies.
Well, that's the thing, right? You know, when you look at the changes and you're like, oh, stacks are coming back, it's going to be boring. People are going to just stack jungle and farm and be greedy. That's not really the case. Because once you start building up stacks, it adds this kind of, you know, risk-reward play where your opponents might think, hey, if we go and smoke up into the enemy jungle, or if we find a pick-off in the mid lane, we find a kill, we go and steal the stack, and then we gain something that they had planned for themselves, you know, it's a loss for them and a gain for us. You get even more skirmishes around the jungle, even more aggressive plays, and honestly, is pretty much the reverse of what a lot of people think. It's not the greedy plays, but...
Did you catch this bit where they have a ward, so they de-ward the ward and then smoke right on top of where they were anyway?
Yeah.
So like they just smoke immediately. It's just kind of interesting.
they
it's
show.
like,
they
yeah,
show.
we're probably rotating.
Yeah, it's like they show. It's that double bluff. Well, we
Yeah.
stupid enough to do this kind of move. Nice. Solo, beautiful play. Turns around onto Garter as well, but the rock is dropped with the boat flying through as well. It's only going to catch the no, it's not even the Bane, but the damage reduction down onto PD. They've got that going. Supernova's dropped, but it's taken out. ProDota focus it easily, and Virtus.pro solo. You can't nightmare yourself out of this X torrent. Yeah, and you're dead. 2 for nothing. PD run into the jungle. Throw a couple of spells down, cast their ultis, kill off the 2 supports. Fortunately, though, they're not going to go and take any stacks or anything like that. They are fully committing down on this bot lane towards this tier 1.
Well, they actually ping it on the Radiant too. Phoenix immediately will just say, hey, they might be coming for our stacks, guys. And they don't have any vision in this area, but as you said, they are not actually there. So grab themselves the tower. Rotations mid, actually, from the Bane. And with the Deso, does that mean they're thinking Roche? They are indeed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've seen 5 people commit from PD. All the way down to the Radiant jungle, then towards that bot tier 1. 3-3 rocket flares into the Roshan pit, and they are TPing in. They're looking to fight this, but they're all on like half mana. Milan has 1 torrent. He has no boat. He can use his stick to start this off, but
Flare in 2
the
seconds.
Nightmare's there. Kai's
Look
is
at them trying
walking
to block
forward,
the hook.
lines up the Requiem. There's the Roshan gone, and no one takes the Aegis. PD, they've got to run, turn tail, but it's a hook shot in from 3-3 onto solo. I don't know if VP wants to try and turn fight this because Upheaval, it's in the middle of the fight. Now it finally ends, but Ramsey's always being slammed by Garter. Sprints away with the Stampede helping him out, but the Dire Courier was AFK in the middle of that fight, in the middle of the Upheaval, just sitting there dying.
Oh. Guy. Well, they get away with the Aegis though, and of course the bounty too, so even if you lose your Bane, you're still pretty happy with the scenario. And such nice play from Solo and Pasha too. The way they were positioning themselves here, knowing that Clockwork was going to try and make that play, they're just both like back and forth, and he just didn't even go for it. He's like, you know what, I'm just not going to find it. They're going to block me. They did it.
Trent, no one is so farmed. He went from like an 11-minute deso, or 10, like look. No, honestly, he's gonna have a 14-minute, pre-15-minute deso blink, and he has a DD rune bottle. This full ancient stack will give him the money for the blink, the experience. Flows into Solo and Lil at the same time.
Dude, he actually just stole a last hit with that player. That was pretty funny.
Was it a big one though?
No,
No,
it was only 32 gold.
It's irrelevant.
That's true. Yeah, that is actually insane. Especially because they missed quite a few stacks early on. You know, this wasn't like maximum efficiency TA. She only has 1 kill. And it done. Roche certainly helping with that. Don't even have a tower down yet.
She did kind of slam mid lane though.
Yeah.
But PD, again, they're 5-man committing. I feel this is what they had to do with their draft, what they had to do once the laning phase, you know, kind of waned, but a very good scan from PD will actually scout this movement in from Virtus.pro, who move north now towards the tier 1 middle lane, which is going to be a very easy takedown. But you look at the map control, PD do not own an inch of the map. They've got a couple of wards down in the Radiant jungle, and sure, they can try and, you know, take control of this area. But the other 80% of the map pretty much just belongs to VP. Your blink on Centaur, blink on TA, Lifestealer has Midas nearly armlet done. Ramsey's feels behind, but only because the TA is so far ahead. You know, usually you have these 2 heroes really nicely timed together, where the Deso and Blink is timed with like the Midas armlet and maybe an Echo or Heart of a Deso or something. But in this game, it's just like no one is so far ahead that the Lifestealer has no chance to catch up, as Milan is caught down in bot lane with the strip out. 3-3 cancels it, but it's still a dead Kunkka with his solo Bane trapped in the cogs. 3-3. Nightmare through, and now stomped up as well. Pasha lands that one with a double edge. He might be able to look for a kill here, but 3-3's running forward as if he has teammates with him. The TP away from his teammate, the Shadow Fiend, comes on through, but looks like the Warlock in the back end. Oh,
yeah, no one's chasing everyone down, and then Warlock tries TPing the trees and just gets 2-shot. Rather depressing, sure, but now an 8k lead being garnered here by VP. Total destruction. I mean, how are they have this tiny window to kill TA, and it's shrinking very quickly, and it basically is just completely timed with the Pasha's Force Staff. First off, they had to fight through an Aegis, which won't expire for another 2 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
So, in the next 2 minutes, this force staff will probably be done, honestly, or at least it'll be close to it from Pasha. So I don't think this TA is gonna die this game. That would be my bold assumption. I'm just not sure how it's gonna happen. No one's gonna have a force staff. Pasha's gonna have a force staff.
They've got Nightmare, Lil by an Aghanim Scepter. I'll have Stampede.
A Vengeful Spirit will suddenly be bought from the shop and they'll have swap, you know.
Life
kind of standard stuff.
No, this is what happened. Oh, we'll come back to this in a second because Kaiser's been jumped and dear lord, that's a lot of damage. With the rock drop to stop this from happening, they just retreat and try and bail away. There's the hook shot into Pasha. Now sent back as well into the upheaval. It looks like the center will finally drop as Solo's chased down as well. Aggressive move
like
by
the two
VP.
goons, man.
Yeah.
They try and kill the Kunkka, they fail and die. Now they try to just go in on the shrine, they fail and die. It's like, boys, come on.
Come on, guys. You baited out some spells, but it's not worth it that way. But yeah, what's going to happen is Lifestealer buys an Aghs. He brings
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah,
TA inside of him, and then
Uh-huh.
the Phoenix buys an Aghs and brings both of them inside of him. Then you've got
Right.
these 3 heroes inside of Supernova, and then Shadow Fiend buys Mask of Mana, so he hits the Supernova, and 3 people die.
It's like those little dolls.
He has a... Oh shit! Oh god.
Not watching this death and destruction.
I mean, yeah, I'm watching. I just don't know what to say because
Love-hate sort of.
because no one is just going in. Dear Lord, that is insane. The first
This
kill on the
is
Kunkka was
Vegas.
just like, okay, he's gone. Then he blinks to the Warlock and he's like, oh, he's gone as well. Jeez.
Yeah, this game might be a little bit gone. Only a 4-kill differential, but don't matter. Going about in these camps.
19 minutes. No one's TA. This is...
I know, he's got a Hurricane Pike.
Where's the crybaby spam? That's what,
Yeah, seriously.
that's what we need
My
right
God. Team Red. Shout out to Jenkins Newsham. I annihilate.
Every
Rest the
kill,
crew.
every death.
Yeah, on both sides. Dizzy, oh my God, and monkeys. It was actually painful.
Every
It was literally crybaby the entire cast.
It was so funny. Honestly, I was about to go to bed and I started watching that game because I wanted to see what Sven was going to buy. And then they started spamming Crybaby and I just couldn't go to sleep. Oh look, Solo's doing the double bracer build trend.
Of course.
The Rod of Atos is coming. I love this. I think this is going to become more and more popular with, roots being so powerful, with bracers being cheaper, with Rod of Atos being, a dogshit item in the past, now being what is probably one of the most efficient, incremental build-ups and actual effects in the game. This is going to be so good for support, for Crystal Maidens, for Banes, for Phoenixes.
The only problem is it's not mobility. So it's like, I feel like it's hard to work in.
I guess it'll be very specific for against an AM or a Storm or against mobile carries. It'll be very, very popular. But I think that,
or even like an Ursa in this game, for
Or an
example.
but I just still think the double braces are very, very strong. I think Solo might die here. That Sunray's keeping him alive
He's got
pretty
some
nicely.
backup.
Garter didn't go one in, and with the Requiem out, Cog's trapping through. Number 1, 4 staffs away, and in come the big ulties from PD. They've killed off Bane, and Ramsey's trapping up people as well, but he's got the Rage. Run himself back. Milan holding the line, but the hook shot through, perfectly timed. Ramses is caught here, and he might just drop. Helmet toggles out, and no one. He's still going on. Garter very low. One more hit is all it needs, and he'll find it. No one. Continues his streak. A mega kill turns into an unstoppable streak, and J4 might just make this even better for them. Slowed down. Ramses, don't steal this. Don't steal this, buddy. Wicked sick triple kill for no one's TA. And ProDota, way too deep, way too committed, but they needed to do something like that. I honestly don't blame them. I don't think that was a bad idea or a bad move. They needed to go and make something happen. It's just Virtus.pro are too strong, even though they had the delayed stack of TPs.
I mean, surely you can't win a fight when you throw everything on top of the Bane. And this TA, we already said she's unkillable. I stand by that. I highly doubt no one dies unless it's in the fountain. There's just no way. Everything was already used by the time he got there. And he just walks around this team fight, and they're like, what do we do? They Requiem to Bane.
What? What do you expect to happen? You throw, 2 or 3 ultis onto a Bane, and then the 2 cores from VP come in and say hello. BKB, oh gee, no one, can you calm down, please?
He's eyeing up a Bloodthorn, standard stuff.
What's his GP? 776. Not bad.
Yeah,
For
it's
22 minutes in.
average. I mean, probably has an okay Pentagon now.
Dyer's top
ProDota.
tower is under attack.
5-man mid
Is it a
again.
Pentagon or a hexagon? I can't even picture it.
I think it's a hexagon.
It is a Pentagon.
Is it
No, it's
is it a
five-sided.
pentagon? Okay.
Fighting, farming, supporting, pushing, and versatility.
Dyer's top tower
Ain't
has fallen.
7.57 supporting. 2.47 versatility. It's all the Crystal Maiden spamming. I'm sorry.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
My Pentagon's pretty sick, actually. Oh, dear. Hello, Kaiser. Up one in. There's the Fiend Script. Hook shot will try and slow things down, but no one's BKB means the score on 120. Thing and 3-3. 1-2. He's gone. ProDota run away. Too bad they can't run that
How
far.
far will they get? Yeah.
Exactly. Kunker is trapped outside his base. I think you might just call it.
Yeah, maybe they. Maybe once Roche, once this little notification pops up, you realize that that means they have cheese at 23 minutes. Might be time to call it.
I think we just put showcase view onto TA. Just follow no one around for the next.
Yeah, that sounds good.
2 minutes
First-person
or something,
shooter.
yeah.
Dota 2.
I mean,
Like,
it means that, I don't have to control the camera anymore. I just.
Radiant's bottom tower.
that'd be cool if you could get like first-person view, like not third-person behind your shoulder, just like right from the head. You get the side blade
Yeah,
like,
from-
shooting out. You
From
know?
the eyes, that would be.
If they are going to win this game in ProDota, it's obviously going to come down to some pretty big mistakes from Virtus.pro, or like overcommittals, or masterful baits, as it were, I suppose, from ProDota. Fatal Bonds is a spell. Sadly, it's only level 1, so it's hard to hit it on 5 heroes when it can only maximally hit 3. Work on that one.
I mean, no one right now is schooled. Like, he is absolutely destroying, but he never stops farming.
He just dropped the cheese, Ramses. How nice.
Just on the floor. I think this is probably going to be the, one of the biggest topics of discussion is farming in between killing. We've talked about it a lot in the past, trying to... Oh, Kunker. I'm so sorry. Nightmare onto the Shadow Fiend. Holds him in place. And no one goes in with a nice little Hurricane Pike there. Blinks away as well. 3-3 has died elsewhere. Looks like in the back end of the fight to the Phoenix. Another battle was kicking off as he was looking for a hook shot into the south. But ProDota are about to lose their barracks. Desolated damage.
Dyer's middle
Appears
barracks
it's
are
too
under
much.
attack.
This dire team to handle as Warlock. Nearly 2 shots. Good smoke there, though, as no one's forced to BKB. But the stomp from Pasha. 3-man. Fiend's Grip out onto Kaiser. Shadow Fiend and Garter turns the fight. But unfortunately, he's just going to get shredded here by the TA again. Supernova's out. And I think PD probably out of this game. No one continues throwing out these lovely little red Desolator attacks. Kaiser barely escaping with his life at that point. Ramses, Rage. Rid of that little X marks the spot, and again, no one continues this beyond godlike streak. 12-0-5, 21,000 net worth, 857 GPM, 23-10. Virtus.pro, simple game it felt.
Yep. TA is one of those heroes that, I feel like I've seen